Hello friends, this is Chetan Vani and my channel name is My Online HR Manager. Today we will learn how to calculate pro rata pension. Before that, let's understand what is pro rata. Friends, many of you are aware that before 1st September 2014, maximum basic ceiling for pension was 6,500 and after 1st September 2014 it is 15,000 on which that's the maximum basic on which you can calculate the pension. Now here comes the pro rata. Suppose if anybody has joined before 1st September 2014 and now it's time to take the pension, you have to calculate on pro rata basis. We will see by this with an example. But before that, let's understand the background first. And before that, please subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss any new HR videos. Okay, so now understand the background about pension. A person is eligible for pension only if he completes continuous 10 years of service minimum. If it is below 10 years, then he is not eligible for pension. But if the service is 9 years, 6 months or above, then he is eligible for pension because while calculating pension, after 6 years or 6 months is considered as a year and before 6 months is not considered as the complete year. I'll take an example. If it is 9 years, 7 months, it is 10 years. But it's 9 years. If it is 9 year, 4 months, then it's 9 years. And then he is not eligible for pension because it should be continuous 10 years of service. Secondly, a pension is given to a person when he is alive. After his death, it is given to a spouse, children. If there is no nominee, then to the legal heirs. And maximum pension anyone can get is for 35 years. If your service is for 40 years, still you will get a pension for 35 years because that is the maximum limit for giving pension. One more thing, if your service is more than 20 years, then pension, that is PF department, additionally gives you 2 years. For example, if your service is 22 years old and you have retired, so your pension will be calculated on 22 plus 20 because you have exceeded 20 years. So that is on 24 years. But in anyhow, it should not go beyond 35 years. Let's take another example. If anybody's service is 35 years, then there will be no addition of plus 2 because the maximum is 35 years on which the number of years on which the pension is calculated. So this was about a brief background about the pension. And now let's take a look how it is calculated actually. So here friends, there is an Excel file in front of you. So now let's calculate the pension. First we will calculate a normal pension and then we will go for a pro rata basis. Mr. A, for example, he is having okay, before that I'll just explain you the formula for the pension. The formula is average basic salary or average pensionable salary or for last 60 months, that is 5 years, into service period divided by 70. I'll repeat, average basic salary for 5 years into service period divided by 70. So before calculating pension, you should have the basic for 5 years. Suppose here, if anyone's basic is, if Mr. A's basic is 12,000 for 3 years and 18,000 for say 2 years, then we have to first calculate his average basic pay, which we will calculate in this way: 12,000 into 3, 18 into 2, sum, and then divide by 5. So 14,400. Please remember this value should not exceed 15,000 as that is the maximum basic allowed to calculate the pension. Now the minimum pension you can give anyone is 1,000 rupees and maximum pension you can give anyone is 7,500. So here assuming he has a service period of 20 years. So 14,400 into 20 divided by 70. So 4,114 is the pension for Mr. A. Now here again I am repeating, the maximum pension should be 7,500 and minimum should be 1,000. Suppose if this value was just, say for example 900, then we have to give maximum 1,000. And suppose if this value was 7,700, then we would have given him 7,500. I hope this is clear. Now let's come back to the pro rata pension. So we'll take another example. Mr. B, suppose he has joined before 1st September 2014, and this is his basic. Say for example 6,500, and this is 12,000 for 4. Here we'll take a higher side just to understand the calculation. Suppose this is 9,000, Mr. A's basic before 1st September 2014. So in this example, we would be calculating on pro rata. So pro rata means here we will not take 9,000, here we will take 6,500. So the calculation will be 6,500 into 1 plus 12,000 into 4, that is 48,000. Add this to divide by 5. So 10,900 is his pensionable salary. Assuming he has a 22 years of service, we will add plus 2 years. In fact, in this previous example also, we should have add 2 and then calculate the pension, because as per the pension rule, you get additional 2 years. So here we'll rectify this. So 22 plus 2, 24. Average pensionable salary into number of years of service divided by 70. That is 3737 is the pension amount. Here we have added additional 2 years, considering the age of considering his service is 22 years. The same we should we should add here also. Okay friends, so this is pro rata income, pro rata pension. I hope the concept is clear on pro rata. So do remember while calculating the pension that please check the date of joining, and if it is 1st September 2014 and before, so restrict that amount to 6,500, and then it will be 15,000 from 1st September 2014. As per the new rule, the members who have joined after 1st September 2014 with a basic salary higher than 15,000, there is no pension for them. So that's it. This is about the pro rata pension. I'll prepare another video on entire pension concept. Till then, do subscribe our channel and kindly share among your HR and entrepreneurs friends. Thank you very much.